Welcome to Give Mike a Mic Reloaded. Loaded.
Morphin talk!
I feel like we could have a very educated conversation without
That'd be good.
being like
Without ganging up on
yes.
me? Yeah.
Okay, which is your favorite Destiny, Joe?
Probably the one.
You want to talk about
The
Destiny?
one-
What the f*** you want to talk about Destiny then? Tell me.
So, let me tell you. My favorite one is when
Jamie, tell me.
the
Jamie.
guy.
But let me see.
You have to chop his head off, his arms off, his fingers off, everything, his penis, everything. Just chop it all off. His power, anything that swings, that can swing, is powerful, including his dick.
Get rid of it.
Chop it all off. Just get it off.
Get rid of it.
Get it out of here. Just fling it somewhere else. Burn it to the ground. And we're live. Everybody, welcome to Give Mike a Mic Reloaded, the podcast. In case you forgot, this is a podcast that has not been around for a couple months.
Wait, are we here? Or are we Fast and Furious pictures right now?
No, we're here. We're live.
okay.
We're here and
Make sure,
we're
make sure.
alive.
We're here and we're here. We're alive.
Just let us know.
No Fast and Furious pictures. This is
No
live.
family.
This
And
is live
uncut.
family, uncut. No stickers of The Rock or Vin Diesel on our faces. We're fine.
No flash CG, none of that stuff.
Ooh. All right, listen, guys. Last time we recorded was May 20th for the Fast X. That was Omar's birthday. We are right now July 12th. I was gonna say June. I was like, oh, that sounds better, but no, we're on July 12th. It's been almost 2 months. It's been a lot. It's been a lot happening in everybody's lives. People moving to new places, people seeing new faces, people starting new jobs, people graduating college, and all that. You know, it's just a crazy amount of stuff that has been happening in the last few months. But we did not forget about the podcast. We've been, or at least I've been, writing down everything, writing down every topic we need to discuss, every movie we've missed, well, that we've watched in real life, but then missed talking about it on the podcast. So unlike other podcasts, we're not going to do just a general broad overview of things. So I feel like we've done probably about 2 of those episodes already this season that have been like the state of summer TV or spring TV or what are we watching type deal. So we're going to really like hyper focus on a couple different movies and TV shows and all that stuff. And I'm going to start with a pretty loaded question here. And I know that we usually start this all the time, this podcast, the same way where I ask you guys just about the same thing. But I want to know what you guys are watching. And I know there's 2 months of catching up to do. So I want you guys to pick what you're watching right now. Maybe it could be good, it could be bad. I don't care. Just give me something that you guys are watching. Omar, we'll start with you since you're here on the top of my screen. I know you're watching a lot, but we're just gonna go with TV shows. That's it. Okay. So no movies, no nothing. We're just TV. Whatever you got.
Sir, that's a very personal question.
I thought he was stuck that way. He was like, yeah. Then he moved, and I was like, wow.
It wouldn't be
To
the
be-
first time that you stuck.
To
like
be
that.
honest, man, I am so behind on my TV shows. I've been with everything going on in the summer, like you said, we've just been busy. I've been watching a lot of movies with the girls and the family, you know. But when we do have some quality time to spend together, you know, and to catch up, I think I told you guys we were watching the Black Mirror. That's when we did finish. We finished it last week actually. So that's what we're watching, and we're about to start watching the. Man, I'm behind, man. We have so many shows to watch, but we're about to finish the Yellow Jackets and the Lincoln Lawyer. Season 2 just came out. Wow. So, again, there's a lot of good shows to watch, and I feel so bad. I'm so damn behind right now. So, and there's a lot more, too.
A lot more, yeah. And we could probably break down the best of TV in a little bit. But there's something I want to say before we get into the best of stuff. But Harold, what are you watching on TV? If you are watching anything on TV, I don't know.
Yeah, like Omar, I have been watching a lot of movies. I think that's what I've been watching the most. So, a lot of us are AMC Stubs member.
Oh, sorry.
So I just been using that
Almost all of us.
Stubs. AMC
75% of us here are.
Well, yeah, 75% exactly. But I've been using that a lot. So I've been watching every movie, almost, the movies that interest me. As far as TV shows, to be honest with you, I haven't been watching anything new. You're going to probably laugh, but me and my wife, we rewatched The Big Bang Theory. So we watched that whole TV show. And then I started rewatching The X-Files. I don't know why I've gone so back, but yeah, I just started watching.
90s, bro.
Yeah, that's
Time
literally.
travel, bro.
Yeah.
To the Flash. Yeah.
I put on my glasses, my nostalgia glasses, and I'm
sweet,
off.
bro.
But I've been watching a lot of that, and I remember watching that, those TV shows fondly. Like I had a good time watching them, so I hadn't seen them in a long time, and I'm like, let's revisit. So I've watched that as far as a TV show, but I haven't seen anything like any
So you're
Marvel
like in that
stuff.
nostalgia kick.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's just like it'll just make I'll just want to watch something old. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I sometimes rather play like some old pixel games instead of some like new whatever.
Sure.
So that's all I've been doing. Like I said, watching a lot of movies at the movie theater. That's for sure. Just a lot of movies that way. But that's pretty much it.
Alex, what about you, man? ¿Qué perro?
That's my dog.
Yeah, I was like, that's not
Queso.
That's my dog. My poor doggy.
Honestly, I've been watching more TV than I have movies, which is why I'm kind of behind on a lot of the movies that everyone wants to talk about. One in particular I don't want to watch, so it's really not even at the top of my list to check out. But as far as TV shows, I'm watching The Bear right now on Hulu, which is a really good show. It's
Cocaine
about
Bear?
like a chef.
No, The Bear.
He's like a chef in
Bear.
Chicago who takes over for his brother who passes away. So like he's like getting into the restaurant business, and there's just like a lot of craziness that goes on. So that would be one show. I also watched Beef recently on Netflix, which was a really good show.
That was amazing. I saw it.
So that was another one I would say I watched that was recent. And then the last one that I've been watching randomly recently is the American Gladiators documentary on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I just started that. Yeah.
I heard about that one. Yeah, it's
I
sad.
watched that one,
I heard it's sad.
and I watched the Arnold one. I don't know if you guys saw that documentary.
I heard
on
about that
Arnold.
one
It's on there, but I haven't seen it yet.
haven't seen
I
that
don't
one
think I'm
yet,
at like
yeah.
the last episode. It's pretty good.
I heard
haven't
that
watched.
one just once you just got out of your house and just do like a million different things. After you get so inspired.
It makes you feel like a piece of shit for sure.
Basically,
all I can
basically
ask.
you feel like a loser after you watch that.
Literally, the
documentary.
guy's done like everything and has accomplished everything he ever wanted to accomplish.
Like,
Sounds
I
like
wanna-
something
I wanna
I
do
want to
that.
watch. Yeah.
I'll go do it. I'm like, oh, okay.
You feel like a
Go do it.
loser with a skinny wiener. That's what you feel like after watching that.
Basically.
That too.
But yeah, those would be my recommendations. American Gladiators was crazy. Like I didn't know
Yeah.
so much behind the scenes that like went on. So I would.
How
highly
little they got
recommend
paid and
that.
all that.
Yeah,
the
man.
contracts, bro. I heard
Yeah.
about all that. It's crazy, right?
It was it was insane. So
Nonsense.
that would be my recommendation.
Nonsense.
Right now.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. No.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say right now I'm just watching Daredevil. I'm doing a rewatch of Daredevil. I'm almost done with season 2. So yeah, I went back to the past too,
Nice.
back
See?
in
Yeah, we went back to the
2017.
future.
Yeah, I mean, not as far back as you did to X Files, but yeah.
I went way back.
You're going
way back to
bro.
the Dawson's
Yeah.
Creek, bro.
So yeah, I've been rewatching Daredevil season 2. The 2 shows I was in love with this year were Beef and Ted Lasso as well. So if you haven't
Oh,
seen
I
Ted
did.
Lasso,
Lasso.
Ted Lasso
Yeah,
is
you
great.
watched
I was
that
watching that as well, and a little bit of Beef. Never got around to watching too much.
Oh
of
yeah, yeah, Beef is great. So those
Wait,
are
you
like
didn't,
my.
you didn't like the beef, Harold?
No, I liked it, but I guess there's a lot of things going on, and just kind of forgot about it, and then go back to it, and then
Oh, then
so
go back
many
to it.
things are just like there's so much new content that comes out so often with
Yeah.
Netflix and this and that. So it's like squirrel.
You never
know what I
catch
mean?
up. Yeah, you
You're
never
just
catch
like all over the place. So
Sure.
sometimes shows just kind of leave
Well,
by the
with the
wayside.
writer's
Fall-
strike,
fall
we'll have
behind.
plenty of time to catch up now. You know,
Yeah, you can watch a lot of X Files now for sure.
exactly.
Yeah, thank God that show's already written and in the can.
That's it, man. So, like I said, dude, we haven't recorded or done an episode since May 19th, May 20th. That was
Yeah,
for
man.
Fast X. Harold was not there for that, unfortunately. But Harold, you did
Or
recently
fortunately
go,
for you.
or fortunately, depending how you look at it. But Harold, what we didn't get your review on it, so I know you recently just watched it. You went into it sober, completely sober, and
It's completely sober. Yeah,
Okay,
completely.
all right.
I watched it here at the
I'm
house.
sorry. Oh, okay.
oh, you watched it
Yeah,
at home. Okay,
Yeah, I watched it at home.
Bad. It's not-
is it streaming somewhere, like for free, or is it?
oh,
did
shut
you
up.
pay for
Like,
it?
It's everywhere.
It's
I
in the
mean,
ether.
I mean, yeah.
You mean for free? I got no. It's not free. He paid for it.
I
Oh, he
paid
rented
for
it.
it.
You rented it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta rent it
He
digitally.
didn't go in the
Yeah.
high. Michael, he didn't go in the high seas. All right.
Yeah, I was like, is he flying that flag, bro? That butt pirate flag?
But I watched it. But here's the problem, right? So I watched that movie
Yeah.
after I watched The Flash. After I
What?
watched The Flash.
After
So
you
I
watched
watched The Flash first, and then I watched Fast
no.
X, bro.
Why would you do that?
Because that's just the way
He's a glutton for
my life
punishment,
worked
bro.
out. I don't know what to tell you, but that's how life gave it to me. Like
Yeah, I don't know what
I watched The Flash first, and then I watched Fast X.
You chose poorly.
And because of that situation,
No.
Now before you even say something, Harold, I might play the clip. I'm gonna find a clip to where you were very hype about the Flash.
absolutely,
extremely hyped
I will
about
not
this.
deny that.
Out of
I
everybody
was
here, you were number one
super
hype man. Yeah.
I think the last podcast we did is, or one of those last ones, is when that trailer had dropped. I hadn't watched it. I think I actually watched the trailer as we were on the podcast, and I was like, "Oh no!" I think Omar, you had put it out. I don't remember if you
Into
put
the
it
chat or
on
something.
on the chat, and I watched it. I was so hyped. It was not even funny. I was so excited. Big Michael Keaton fan. Big, fan of that particular Batman. So I was just really excited to see him come back. And the way they did, man, I'm telling you, this is why I don't watch trailers, because they made that trailer very fun. And the way they
It's a
showed
fun
Batman,
movie.
it's
Hey. I think you're just disappointed by the graphics.
but the thing is, here's the thing, right? So
Am I right?
I feel that the story was well written. I'm diverging from what I'm actually trying to talk about, but I think the story was pretty well written. But when the visuals take you out of that movie so often, then you can't even concentrate on whatever was written on you know what I mean? It's just so weird. So fast forward, I watched that show or that movie, and then I watched Fast X.
Okay.
And compared to the Flash, Fast X is a masterpiece. Compared
You're
to,
the
it's
Alex
like
family.
Mira,
Family, bro. Family.
Mira, it's like you have a piece of shit on one hand, and then you have something else, and it's like, that's honestly like. I was so disappointed in the Flash. I was just like, "What?"
Well, because you can tell the Flash wasn't done. You can tell it wasn't ready.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I didn't know what was happening behind the scenes, and of course, you filled me in.
Yeah.
And of course, it makes perfect sense that that movie was just half cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was not finished.
It was a beta. It was a beta.
Yeah, exactly. So, what have you? But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, again, I think you had mentioned also that the Flash, the money that they used for that movie, the budget that they had was way less than what they had for Fast X. So, of course they're going to be able to invest
way
more
less.
money.
Yeah, I didn't have that group money, bro.
Yeah, so they didn't have that family money.
Family money, bro.
But yeah, so I watched Fast X, and to be honest with you, there's certain parts of that movie that I like, and I can't say I don't. The one that stands out to me the most is
Say it.
what's his freaking Jason Momoa.
Mama.
Momoa, Jason Momoa. He makes the movie. He makes the
I
movie.
figured.
Just makes the movie. All the stuff, everything else is just like whatever.
same
but
shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shit. But when you see his scenes, he doesn't give a shit. He's just like, I'm here to have fun or whatever, and I'm just gonna act the way I want to act. And he sold it. Like he sold it to me very well. So I enjoyed, to the point where I'll tell you this. I was watching it. My wife hates that movie. She doesn't want to even look at it.
I should.
Yeah. So it was funny because she walked in on the scene where he's talking to two dead cops and he's painting the toenails.
Oh, painting the toenails.
Yeah. She's like, what is this? And I'm like, this is the Fast X movie. And she goes, oh, that's fun. They've never done anything like that. This is like something fresh, something new. And I'm like, yeah. And she enjoyed, but that particular scene. After that, she was like, okay, bye. So yeah. She feels like that.
You imagine if it was him doing a pedicure to Vin Diesel? Oh, that would have been way better. That would have been
that would have been at least 1 or 2 points more than
Fosse.
But I have to say, like, the movie to me, I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. I wasn't like wow, but I did enjoy it. So I could say that I enjoyed the movie. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It's not like best movie of the year for me or anything like that. You know what I mean? But that would be my quickie review. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question, Harold. If I ask you a question right now about the movie, would you know how to answer it?
I have no
Probably
idea because I have no idea because I only watched the movie once. I don't ever watch anything twice.
Dude, no, me too. But that's the kind of movie that you watch it, you see the spectacle, but like you kind of don't remember anything.
We
like,
still can't
I already
describe
forgot that movie.
what happened. Like after watching it, yeah.
A lot of explosions and like a lot of cool stuff, and then like what was going on in that movie, right? That's how I felt.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. Like I watched it to watch it, and then it was like
and
right
then
out
whatever,
the mind.
and then just kind of left the brain. That's how I felt.
Exactly. So
I have a quick question
yeah,
for Harold. So you said describing the movies, you'd say one was a
go.
piece of shit, and then the other one was something else. So
Yeah.
which one was a piece of shit? And then the something
Well,
else. What would you describe the something else as?
I think I'm being a little too hard when I say a piece of shit. Flash wasn't like just utter gutter trash, but it did distract me so much with those graphics. It was just bad. Yeah. So I would say, I was calling a piece of shit, honestly, the Flash, because it was just I couldn't watch it. Like it was just unwatchable for me.
Bro, it was basically it was like the Mummy Returns graphics. Remember with The Rock, Alex?
Exactly right. Yeah.
But like maybe worse than that.
Oh
maybe.
God.
It was a score from the game.
Like, dude, when you watch it, Alex, just watch it on your phone. It might look better on your phone.
On a smaller screen, on a
small screen. Yeah, on a small.
Just downgrade it
yeah.
so you can't see what's happening.
So it's like really far. Yeah, that's it. Why are you taking a
Far
shit?
away.
Just watch it far.
While you're taking a shit. You might just think, if you're taking a shit, you might think, is this the movie or is this me? Because it smells real bad in here.
Because I'm telling you, bro, there's some cool stuff. There's some really cool stuff, but then when you watch it closely,
wait.
What happened here?
Actually, I have one more question because I did tell Michael I was gonna bring this up. So if you had to pick one movie that's a bigger piece of shit, and you're gonna mute me after this, would you say Morbius or The Flash? I'm muted.
Oh, muted.
I can't control it!
5 minutes.
I can't say because I never saw more. Look.
Oh,
I say.
He was going to say
I know.
Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is what he was going to say.
it was almost Harold and Michael only on this podcast for 5 minutes.
I didn't say that. I didn't see that evil movie. So Harold, what do you think?
I'm going to say that Morpheus is the biggest piece of crap.
I figure. Yeah, I figure.
Yeah.
Morpheus. That's how you get past it.
I like that. I like that retcon. Morpheus.
Get out of here.
Morpheus.
From the Matrix. Yeah, the Matrix.
It's Morpheus time.
Morpheus time. I like that.
Yeah, but that movie was bad. That was a shitty movie, and I paid for that.
Well, speaking of
Yeah.
the opposite of shitty movies, like I said, again, we haven't recorded since Fast and Furious, right? Which was in May.
You keep on that.
But since then, there have been a lot of movies
Yeah.
that have come out that have been masterpieces and then some pieces of shit. So I just want to kind of go through a couple of these and then stop me if you have an opinion on these. Okay, so there's going to be a real quick roundup here. Alex, you have, I think, 3 more minutes on your mute. So time that for yourself and then you can jump right in. Okay, so I remember we were going to talk about, okay, so I don't know if we mentioned this movie or not, but I'm going through all my AMC ticket stubs here. So that's the list that I'm going through.
Good man.
Whatever I saw, hopefully you guys saw it too. We have Air, which is now on Amazon Prime.
Yes, sir.
That's about Michael Jordan and how
shoe.
the shoe itself. Yeah, not about Jordan himself, but the shoe itself.
True.
That's a contender for probably movie of the year for me. I would say definitely top
wow.
2, 3 of the year.
It's up
for
there.
that. It's up
definitely
there.
up in the air.
Yeah, I'd say top 5 for sure. And then I had that same week I went to watch Renfield, which is the vampire movie with Nicolas Cage as
I'm
Dracula.
the victim here.
And what's his name? Nicholas Holt, who is I guess Omar's future son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
From what I hear,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So
Really?
so that movie was also, to be honest, pretty great. It's a fun movie, fun popcorn
It was
flick.
so unique. But by the way,
Yeah,
Boss,
very
did you
unique,
know
yeah.
you know that guy with the tattoos, the bad guy, the son of the mobster? You know what I'm talking about? The crazy guy, but he was funny.
Oh, yeah,
But he
yeah,
had
the yeah.
bunch of tattoos. You know that's the voiceover for Sonic.
Yeah,
the
for
Hedgehog?
Sonic. Yeah, yeah. He's in Parks and Recreation and everything. Yeah.
Michelle smarted me up. I'm like, what? That's him. I had no idea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Was it John Raphael from
Right,
Parks
something
and
like
Rec?
that. I'm
But
sorry
also
for
the
his
voice
name,
of
but yeah.
Sonic. No, he's the voice of Sonic in the
Yeah,
movies
he's good. He's
itself,
funny.
So yeah, he's great.
Super funny.
And then after that same week, went to go see Super Mario Brothers for my second
Great
time, which we have not. Yeah, that's a controversial one right there.
Wait
I
a
don't know
minute.
why.
This is
It's
April.
good.
This is April. This is not
Yeah,
May.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. No, this is April. Yeah,
But I thought we saw the.
we never talked about anything.
Oh,
we talked
I'm
about John
sorry,
Wick.
Yeah.
My
John Wick was the last one we talked, yeah.
Yeah, my. Sorry.
John Wick.
By the way, I bought that movie. I haven't seen it again yet.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, oh sure, John Wick.
No, John Wick.
It's a 3-hour movie, man. I haven't sit down to watch
Yeah,
it.
it's long,
Have you
it's
seen
long.
it? Have
I
you seen
bought
it
it,
again?
yeah.
Omar.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
No. Like at home. At home. Have you seen it at home?
I have not seen it at home. No.
Have you seen
It's
it?
different at
Michael?
home, bro. It's different at home.
Have you seen
It's like
it?
I watched it twice in Dolby and once in 40X, so I haven't seen it at home yet.
Okay, then I haven't seen it. I have to watch it again.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again. Then we had the Mario Brothers movie, of course, there. So some of us liked it, some of us hated it. A little bit later that week, went to go see Evil Dead Rise, which is
I
also
saw that.
streaming right now. I think
Yes,
it's
sir.
on Max or Peacock. I'm not sure.
It's everywhere. Just watch it.
Yeah.
No, but like it's included in the streaming service. When I say streaming, that's what I mean. Like it's on a service.
Right? Yeah. Sure.
So I think it's Max. It might be Max. Not too sure.
It is. No, it is Max. It's
Okay.
HBO.
So
Oh,
Evil
whatever,
Dead
it's Max
Rise,
now.
of course, is the is it a sequel or prequel to the Evil Dead? I think it's sequel
It's
or different.
Yeah.
It's just
It's just like a new start.
It's its own thing.
They do call back of the old movies because they show the 3 books, so it's in the same world.
yeah, same universe, same multiverse.
It's an amazing movie. I love it.
Same multiverse.
Speaking of multiverse, right after that,
Multiverse.
not too far
here
before
we go.
Fast and Furious,
Ah,
it was actually Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I just pre-ordered it, by the way, puppy.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it as soon as I got a movie theater, bro. I was like ready for it. I saw that movie. Let me count it. 1, 2, twice. Saw that
Oh,
movie
me too.
twice.
Me too,
Yeah.
twice. There you go.
So Guardians of the Galaxy twice. Also one of my on the top 5 of movies for the year so far. So far, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Harold, what were you gonna talk about that or say about it?
I have a
How much you hated it? Yeah, you have a
You haven't
comment.
seen it?
Go ahead.
You haven't seen it?
I've seen it. I saw it.
Hot take,
I
hot
was
take.
hyped. I was kind of, I was Guardians of the Galaxy, as Michael knows, that's my favorite Marvel movies. Those I like those. Those are the ones
Oh,
that
yeah?
I
That's
enjoy a
cool.
lot. Yeah.
As you should.
But the third one didn't hit
Stop
home
it.
for me.
Stop it. Oh,
Get out
no,
of here,
no, no.
Yeah, I I mean, I could
take care of
have
all
not
sex
said
again.
anything. I could have not said anything. Just let
No,
that
so
ride.
let the hate out. Let the hate in your heart.
All right, Chanchi.
got hate in
What
your
happened now?
Let it out.
Yeah, Shang-Chi part 2 right here.
Let it out.
What happened
No,
now?
I was awake for this. I was definitely awake for this.
Okay.
Poppy.
Here's
what
I'm
happened?
gonna go ahead and just bring Jay's spirit into this. This is what I
Jay.
didn't appreciate.
R.I.P. Jay.
Oh,
This is what I didn't appreciate.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring
no.
Jay's spirit into this, and I didn't appreciate. I don't know. I felt like that movie lost for me. It lost
you.
the track that it was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite. It didn't quite hit for me the whole focus on Rocket. And it seemed like it went into like PETA save animals type of situation, which is fine because they had a lot of those black flashes with the little squirrel or whatever the hell those animals were. They were all like different
Raccoons.
spiders and they weren't raccoons.
Raccoons.
His friends. It was his friends. One of them
walrus,
was an otter.
a rabbit,
Yeah.
and an otter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
hybrids.
so it kind of lost me there, and I don't know. It just also another. I don't know if Michael would agree with this.
Probably not. I don't agree with anything you're saying right now.
Okay, well,
Continue.
shut-
Go ahead.
Shut your mouth. But again, I don't know if Michael would agree with this.
Okay.
But the first movie and the second movie, for me, had amazing soundtracks. And I felt like on the third one, that
because of the 80s
soundtrack
stuff, the 70s.
wasn't there.
So here's what I was gonna say about that, because it did take me after the first movie, after I watched it the first time, not the first movie, the third movie, but I saw my first watch.
Yeah.
I was not feeling the soundtrack as much.
There you go. Please, at least give me that.
Then the second watch,
You rushed it again. Yep.
I definitely pulling a J here. I appreciated the track
It's
choices
different.
that they made.
Yeah, it's different.
And when you rewatch that, and then also as soon as I got out of the theater too, I put on the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 playlist on Spotify.
that helps.
And was just
that helps
listening
too.
to it, and it helps a lot. Like to actually, it helps you visualize these scenes, and then helps
Yeah.
you like feel the emotions of these characters. Like Creep, the acoustic version that opens up the,
opening
movie
of
itself
the movie.
with
The way
Rocket.
it opens up is amazing.
It's
I have to
amazing.
check it out again,
It
then.
sets that whole tone of that movie, which is tone of the movie
Yep.
is not to set up for another sequel. It's not to set up another future Guardians thing or to be funny about that. This is like the closing of that
Credits,
story of Guardians. That's it. So I think they needed to be a little bit more somber, I would say, and probably a little bit more serious with things. And at the end of the day, like James Gunn said it, all these movies were not about the Guardians or about Star-Lord or anybody else. This was all about Rocket. All three movies were about Rocket's kind of like journey into who he is and who he was. So I think it was fitting that they focus a lot on him. The soundtrack itself, like I said, I had my reservations on it too, especially after the first and second one were really great soundtracks.
Yeah.
Especially the first one, Come and Get Your Love and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like they even played it in the third one in the ending credits.
Yeah, they did. Exactly.
But I feel like the characters that they introduced here, not just the animals, but also like Adam Warlock, like I think everybody served their purpose how they were supposed to. There were a lot of close calls. Like I felt half of the Guardians were gonna die at any moment. Even Drax, when they did their little heist thing, I was like, "Yo, is he gonna die?" And Mantis, I'm like, "Is he gonna die?" So there's a lot of stuff that like pull the heartstrings, especially when you're so invested in these characters after 3 solo movies, but also them in
Absolutely.
Avengers and Thor and whatever the case might be.
Christmas special.
The Christmas special, yeah. So you have
Everything.
all these stories finally just coming to an end, and then on top of that, you also had I could say like I almost cried maybe 2 or 3 times in that movie, like just choked up, just some of the emotions that were in there. I mean, it just felt like an ending to a story. It didn't have that Infinity War like Avengers feel to it, where it was like, oh my god, like this is gonna be so
Like
epic or not like that.
huge,
Yeah,
yeah.
like something huge, but
Yeah.
it was huge for them. And then even the ending where he goes back to Earth and sees his grandfather, like that fucking killed me. Basically, I was like, look at that.
But you know what I understood, at least from what I understood like further down the movie, like towards the very end, is that they were in a specific year, and that's why the music was the choice that it was, because that year, you know, it wasn't like the 80s anymore, it wasn't the 70s, so they were progressive. They progressed throughout throughout time. So that's where maybe that soundtrack came from. I probably have to watch it over again, and like you said,
as you should.
And then the Beastie Boys, bro. That last fight scene with the Beastie Boys.
You know,
was
you know what? It's crazy,
man.
It's crazy that you say that because I don't even remember that was in there. So to me, for some odd reason,
you need to get out of here, bro. You Shang-Chi this movie. Get out of here. Yeah.
You Shang-Chi it when you were awake.
No, bro. That one shot, Beastie Boy, last fight scene. Para pelo, bro. Para culo. No, seriously. Para huevo, bro. That was like my wife's jaw, which she doesn't know anything about cinematography. She was like, "What is going on here?" She noticed there was something weird about that scene, and it was just beautiful to watch.
I'm gonna have to watch it again,
bro. But you remember the last scene when they come in at all? Like when they fought all of them at all for the first time when they all get together with Gamora. I think you were sleeping.
No, I swear to God, I was not.
You were just caught.
I was probably in a coma then, or something.
You gotta rewatch it, and then we have to have him rewatch it and then come back on and raise the score, because I feel like, dude, even like
Shang-Chi all over again, bro.
Like the Dog Days Are Over. Oof. That last song they play, like.
Oh, I do remember that one.
Song,
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Emotional as hell when they started playing that.
Super emotional.
Like,
yeah,
Drax says bye to Mantis and all that.
And Drax and Mantis, bro. Nah, bro. Like, no, it's a good soundtrack. It's just different, man. It's really good.
You know, it's funny that you said. I agree with you 100% about listening to the soundtrack after you watch the movie again, because it does kind of lock that in.
It grows with you.
Yeah.
Because I did that with Indiana Jones. So
which one?
Which one? The new one?
The last one, yeah. So the last one I got out of the movie theater.
There's a soundtrack in that movie?
Well, there's a score. I like John Williams.
The music score. Oh,
yeah, the music
John
score.
Williams. I
like John Williams stuff, and I have a lot of his records.
I thought you meant actually like tracks. I was like, wait, what?
And there were certain tracks that I when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, I like what that sounds like. So let me listen to it again.
Yeah,
and
the tunes.
The score for the movie is really, really good because I like what he does. But yeah, I think that does definitely lock in, you know, a lot of the music, and you can kind of remember what was happening on the screen.
What he was trying to convey on the screen with the soundtrack.
So I just have to watch it over again. And
Michael knows all about that.
I do. Yeah, I do.
You remember us, Michael, with the whole Zorro soundtrack in the
Zorro
background?
soundtrack? Hell yeah. The Wild West Show.
Papa's Jack.
Nobody tough as Jack. Nobody tough as Jack. All right, so after Guardians, I had the fortunate pleasure 2 days later to watch Fast X. And then...
Fortunate pleasure.
So we're going to just skip that. Then a couple days later, I actually went to go see this movie. Hopefully you guys have seen it. I don't know who has. I know Alex has. It's a little movie called Blackberry. Have you guys
I have not seen that, but I've heard of it, and so it's on there.
I still have it in my queue.
Bro.
You told me about it.
When I tell you top 5 movie, this is... If it doesn't win an Oscar for something, I'm gonna be surprised.
So this is like Air. This is like Air, but for films.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes.
And it's on Netflix, right? This is on Netflix now.
No, not yet.
This is like on like
HBO Max.
I think you could rent it or buy it.
I've seen this on something. I don't know where I've seen this, but I've seen it on
something. It's
something.
indie, so it's kind of like smaller. But I don't think it's come out on any streaming services.
Yeah, it was distributed by BBC Canada, I believe it is. So it's like a small, don't laugh at that. It's a very small independent company, like film company. So it's an independent movie with Jay Baruchel, who's from, what's those movies? This Is the End. You remember This Is the End? He's a dorky friend of Seth Rogen. Yeah. So he stars in it with one of my favorite guys, Glenn Howerton, who's Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Didn't think he was going to pull this off, but this movie was just phenomenal. Like, entertaining throughout the whole way through, drama, not even action, but just like intensity and just anxious. Like it's...
So is it more comedy or
no? It's less comedy than Air. Like Air has more comedy than this one does.
Oh, so it's more.
This is more like documentary, like a documentary.
I was gonna say like a documentary.
Oh, what? A documentary.
Documentary. So it's more. I'm trying to think of the movie's name. The one based
Kind of
on
like
the
Social
true
Network
story.
almost.
Yeah.
Social
Like kinda
Network,
that type of
like,
tone,
like
yeah.
very serious, dramatized event. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it still has comedy
I
in
like
it. Don't
those.
get me
I
wrong.
like
It's still
those.
comedy.
No,
but
no. I'm saying I like those serious events.
Yeah,
though. I
it's
like when they do that.
really good. Really good.
Like the what's it called? The Big Short.
Big
Remember that
Short,
one?
yes.
The Big Short. Yeah,
That
I have
was
that movie. That's
amazing.
good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Great. It has comedian actors, but there was nothing funny about that movie at all.
Yeah. No.
Especially when people start losing their houses.
No, especially with that. Yeah, that's pretty. No, not at all.
After that movie, because I was actually going on a kick watching Blackberry and this other movie that starred one of
I'm
the
gonna add it to my
other.
queue, bro. I'm gonna add it.
Yeah. Blackberry got at it. That one, I'm like giving money back guarantees on that one. Like, if you don't like it, then fuck you.
If you like it, rewind my
Money
tape.
back guarantees.
Then the second movie I watched, because it was actually starring the same one of the same guys from Always Sunny, Charlie Day, which you've seen him in like Fight whatever, the Fight Teacher, Fight Night, whatever it's called. What, Ice Cube, what's that freaking movie called?
He's been in
Ice
Horrible
Cube.
Bosses.
He fights the,
He was in Horrible Bosses.
I was
I never
Fight
talking
something.
about that movie with
Well,
with
Ice Cube. Yeah.
I
forgot what
never
it's
saw
called.
it though.
Guess I yo, whatever. Fight.
Teacher Fight.
And
Teacher Fight. There you go.
Teacher Fight. Is that what it's called?
I just made that up.
Sounds
I'm
accurate.
glad that I-
That sounds pretty accurate.
Is it?
I just made it up.
I
This
don't know if
came to
that's
me.
it, but whatever. Anyways, he's in this other movie. It's called Fool's Paradise. It actually starred him and Ken Jeong.
It's called Fist Fight.
Oh, okay.
Fist Fight. There we go. Fist
Yeah.
Fight. There you go.
Teacher Fight.
Those teachers fighting, bro. It sounds right.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
You ain't wrong.
It sounds right.
It sounded right. So I watched that with starring Charlie Day and Ken Jeong, and actually had Kate Beckinsale as well in it. What's his name from Ted Lasso? The guy who Jason Sudeikis, he was in it. But it's not for everybody, and it's one of the lowest rated movies I think this year on Rotten Tomatoes as well. So
Okay,
it
never
has
mind.
it was not yeah, it
Ray
was not
Liotta
bad.
is in it too, right? Isn't Ray Liotta in
Oh,
it?
is
Yes,
that his last
he's in it
movie?
as well. No,
Yeah.
was it?
No, I think Cocaine Bear was his last movie actually that he shot.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
That's right. He was just a cameo in that movie, though, right? In
And which one?
Bear?
Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, I saw Cocaine. You never saw Cocaine Bear?
No, I haven't seen Cocaine Bear.
What is wrong with you?
It was
I got a
ridiculous,
life.
Honestly, it was ridiculous.
I have a life.
I'll
would do
literally do
cocaine.
anything else. I'd rather do cocaine than watch Cocaine Bear.
It's not a bad movie. Who says it's a bad movie?
Bro, I was watching.
I didn't say it.
I was watching The Bear on
was
Hulu. You know
ridiculous.
that show, The Bear,
It's
I was telling
funny.
you about? And the bear in that show on Hulu looks better than Cocaine Bear in the actual.
Yeah, the
movie.
CG on Cocaine Bear
Like,
looks
the CG
ridiculous.
Bear
You want to talk about
It
CG
looks
on?
better than Flash.
Are you sure about that? You sure
I'm
about
gonna
that?
send you a
I
video.
saw it.
of it.
I saw it.
Are you saying that they should have had Cocaine Bear in the Flash costume? Is that what you're telling
That's
me
what
right
you're
now?
saying.
I'm not
The
gonna dispute that.
crossover we needed, honestly.
So anyways, Fool's Paradise, we'll just skip over that. A couple days later, about a week later, went to go see The Little Mermaid, which a lot of us have
sorry-
some opinions
sorry,
here.
Jay.
Sorry, Jay. But most of us, Harold, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I for the most part I did like it. There was a couple songs that I wasn't digging too much, but
I didn't like the Prince Eric song. I'll say
me
that.
neither. That's the
Yeah,
one that
that
I
was
don't like.
trash.
Yeah,
That was
that was
trash.
trash. Straight trash, gutter trash.
But I like the other one they added. I forgot the. Oh my god, I was listening to repeat.
It's the
for a
rap
while.
or whatever. It's the
No,
one
not
with
even
the
that
rap.
one. No, no.
Well,
Jason
Dude,
I love
No.
that song.
She's on the back of the carriage, right? When they're going to the city.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
first
the
time,
city.
or
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
first
For
time.
the
I think it's called.
first time in
Yeah, exactly.
forever.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
No, it's the same title though. Same
But
title.
it does have like that feeling, and it goes like somewhere left. I know.
No,
what
it's
you're
yeah,
talking
it's
Made
complete,
that
like
up, too.
the melody on that is great.
about. Yo, by the way, that movie Blackberry, I was just checking it out. Did you see the Rotten Tomatoes on it?
No, what is it? Like
high.
90 something?
98 98%.
bro, Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Like holy.
good.
No,
It's
it's
really good,
phenomenal. It's
I
phenomenal.
mean, it's not a cocaine bear, but I'll add it.
As it should be. It should not be a cocaine bed.
All
Not a
right,
Fast
all right.
X, but
All right,
I'll
go
add it. You know.
No, it's not.
all right.
It's
No,
not
Manuel,
Fast X. It's not Lin Manuel, but I'll add it. You know.
Then I had the absolute
Pleasure to see Spider Verse. I'm guessing.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Now,
I know
that
your
is-
timeline. I know your
That
timeline.
is movie of the year. That is
Let
a
me
contender.
ask you, Mike. Let me ask you. Is that still your movie of the year?
This one?
Is that still right now? Hold on.
So, yes,
because if I
listen,
know you
listen,
better,
listen,
if I know you
listen.
better, you're competing between two movies right now.
I know you know I'm coming back to the movie now.
Yeah.
So up until yesterday, this was
Oh,
this was undisputed top of the food chain.
For me too.
Then yesterday I had the absolute pleasure of watching in my pants,
Getting
literally.
indoctrinated into
Getting
Scientology
indoctrinated by I will convert to Scientology because of this movie
all
now.
night long.
oh my god.
I went to see Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. This is basically like your, if you don't like cartoons like Spider-Man, then this is your Spider-Man but live action, basically. Yeah. With the part
that's what
1
I
type
heard.
deal, like, you know, it flows into the next part, and like you're just there
Cliffhanger,
waiting
literally.
for. This was basically the Avengers: Infinity War of all the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, I can't wait.
It was phenomenal.
cannot wait.
Phenomenal. Like I can't even say how much I love this movie.
I
But
can't wait.
in all seriousness here, I did see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 3 times in the theater.
Damn.
No, Michael don't play, bro.
Almost saw it a
4
4th time.
times.
Almost saw it a 4th time.
Did you read the script and know about
No,
all?
I didn't read any of the behind. I did hear about some behind the scenes stuff that Omar could tell us about, but I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
Alex, and to be honest, as far as all the Spider-Man movies are concerned, live action that were made in 90 whatever, 2000, 2010,
60s,
2020,
in the
whatever, it
50s.
doesn't matter. This by far is probably, man,
don't
it's
say
hard.
probably.
It's
Don't say
no,
probably.
it's
Get the hell outta
probably.
here.
I mean, No Way Home is still great. It's still great.
No Way Home is amazing, but if you look at it next to each other, bro,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah.
Across the Universe, it's
It
much.
just had
bigger.
more.
It's
It had more.
there's a lot more going on in that movie, bro. You can tell.
Yeah, I did
You know what I'm
love
saying?
it. I did
No
love
Way
it.
Home. No, I'm not saying No Way Home is a bad movie because it's not.
No, it's
But
not. No,
Way
it's great,
Home,
yeah.
No Way Home. What's honestly messing with that movie when you rewatch it, it's COVID. And you know, it's
I
COVID.
watched it again. I just watched all because this is actually funny that you guys mentioned this, but
Sidebar.
when
There you
I
go.
saw the new Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse one, the new one,
Sure.
I actually went back to watch the very first one, and
Into
then
the
I got
Spider-Verse.
hooked into Spider-Man. And I started watching all the Spider-Mans, so I bought them all. So I bought the No Way Home. That was the last one that I
The
needed.
Homecoming,
and then
Far
I
From
bought.
Home.
And then I bought the other ones with Andrew Garfield. I bought
Oh,
those.
those Amazing
amazing.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then
This guy.
I actually ended up because they were doing like a deal with all the Spider-Man movies, so I got the Tobey Maguire ones too as well. So I have all of them now.
Nice.
But yeah, it's good. I No Way Home is great, but it's different. It's completely different than what is it, Across the Spider-Verse? And
Across the
I think
Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse is just a tad better in my opinion.
I
Just a
think
tad.
No Way Home is the best live action Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you're ever
live
gonna
action, of
get.
course.
Like,
But
as far as like true to comics and just everything, what you can do, you could do
exactly,
so much
that's
more
exactly
in
what I was gonna say.
animation and
You
that
just
type of
can't
thing.
do what they did in that
It
anime.
will take a huge
or
budget.
animation or-
It's just too much work.
It's just
but
there's just no way.
That movie, just so you know, guys, it's so far out of all the movies that's come out in the summer, it's the #1 movie, the most successful movie that's come out. Spider-Verse. It's the cheapest movie that for them to make. Only $100 million to make.
Because animated.
Really?
Yeah, it's animated usually
And
costs
it
less.
has made so much money at the box office, and it's still making more.
But
Every
they
week.
but
Every
they
week.
abused all the people who made it, right? That's what I
I
hear.
mean, well, that's a side.
Slave
We're not talking
driving.
about
you
that.
got
We're not
to bring a
talking
couple eggs to make an omelet. Is that what you're saying?
about that. I mean, you gotta do that, you know.
I
But
have thoughts on that, bro. Like,
Alex, what are your thoughts about this? Let's listen to Alex here, our resident Spider-Man expert.
I honestly think, like, I was telling Omar and Michael about this a little bit, but like, I think people, like, I understand like long demands and having to get things done and all that, but I feel like this movie took a while to create when you think in comparison to like some of the other things like Ant-Man, for instance, and Quantumania. Like, those people were really under some crazy ass hours and a lot of things to like finish that, as well as working on Black Panther and the other stuff like we talked about before. I think in this situation, I'm not saying that they're right to be working that long or whatever the case may be, but I do think that animators need to like truthfully be grateful for the opportunity to be able to work on this type of content, because like I'm already seeing what's happening with Disney and the intro for Secret Invasion is all done through AI.
AI.
Yeah,
And
I
now
heard.
they're experimenting with these things, and that's not good for animators. It's not good for people in general that are content creators, because it's really going to take away from these studios saying, well, you don't want to do it, then we'll just throw it in a computer and have it
Let it-
generate this for us. And then that's cutting out jobs. So
Yeah.
for me, I think there's positives and negatives to it, right? You know, so I think they should generally be grateful that there is an opportunity, especially with this type of movie, because you don't really see a lot of 2D animated movies or movies that really take different styles of animation, right? Like stop motion, 3D, everything is all combined into this. So I really think that they should at least be grateful in that sense. But I do think, obviously, if they were working like crazy amounts of hours, then that might be something to look into in the next movie. But then people have to expect the movie to take longer to make. You know, if you're only doing 40 hours a week, then it's going to take that much longer to
I
create,
think so.
you know?
People are also with the writer's strike going on as well. I think they one of the demands that they're asking for, or wanting studios to do, is actually add more people to the writing room, which I think that would help as far as like demands. When you're talking about demands and workloads on people, that may help animated features in the same way, to have more animators in the room itself. I don't think Sony has anything else they're doing, to be honest, besides Kraven the Hunter, which we'll get into, I'm sure, at a later podcast. But outside of that, Sony Animation is just, yeah.
Did you guys hear about? You guys mentioned the writer strike. Did you guys hear what it came out actually yesterday? What the Deadline reported regarding the writer strike?
Well, I know they were kind of like, I think in the next day or two they were gonna vote on doing something else, or like unionizing or striking. Or the SAG, I think, was gonna be striking too as well. Like a different union as well, but I don't know if that's what you're referring to.
No, but basically the anonymous source basically says that Hollywood studios, their end game is to let the writers go broke before resuming talks in the fall. So their end game basically is just for all of them just to screw themselves, all the writers. There's no plan.
Does that mean that there's going to be a long drought of movies? Is that what's happening?
They
after
don't
this?
care, bro. They don't want to. Apparently, if you read the article, and right now it's on Deadline. It came out yesterday. They don't want to negotiate.
There's also a lot
They're-
of movies.
they're here for the long haul.
The issue right now is there's a lot of movies that, like, the scripts are already created, like the content is already there, so it's just more shooting it. And actually, the issue is rewrites. Like, that's where it becomes a problem.
That's the problem. The rewrites.
But
and
then
all
that
yeah.
comes back to the same thing with the AI. Now people are using Chat GPT and all this other shit to like
Yep.
cut corners, and so it's just one of those things. Like, I do agree that there needs to be better pay, there needs to be more like better opportunities in that sense, but the issue is when a movie bombs, then that creates the next movie not being able to have that type of budget, especially in like the case of like a Warner Brothers or DC and all the crap that's happening there. Like, they're losing money, and then when they come out with another movie, they don't have a budget to be able to hire all these writers or other things.
Or, I mean, a project gets scrapped like Batman Beyond. Like, that was supposed to be happening, but thanks to Flash, it's not. So that's where we're at. So, yeah, Spider-Verse, of course, was probably top of the list for a lot of us here. Definitely top three so far. I also saw... unfortunately, I spoiled the taste of my mouth of Spider-Man and went the next day to go see The Boogeyman, which I think... Harold, did you go see that?
We both did. You and I did.
Nope. I don't know where he went.
And
Say
that's
hello,
what Harold
Harold.
went. You know what, Harold? Harold's
The
like
boogeyman got him.
Boogeyman.
Yeah.
He got scared away
Boogeyman.
by the boogeyman. He got scared away.
I
don't
know out of
think
the
he
three of
did.
us
I don't
here,
think he did.
the three of us here so
You and
far,
I saw
I know myself and Omar saw it. I think I text Omar, or I text a group afterwards, or maybe just text you. I don't know what.
No,
I think it was just you.
I texted you. Oh, we were talking on the text with Alex, and I was asking you, and I think you were like, you were like, I did ask you like what? Because I bumped into you the day before in Spider-Verse.
No, that's Spider-Man. Yeah, that's
And
Spider-Man.
I was like, no, I'm in a different theater, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you were laughing because we were watching at the same time again the next day, but just different theaters. And the way we were talking to each other, we were both pissed off.
yeah, it was I don't even want to say it was a
No,
bad movie.
you know what's
It was-
funny?
I don't know.
I think we're too old for this audience, man. Because I'm reading
Yeah.
online, a lot of people love this movie.
Yeah, I don't. It's just I've
So what
seen
happened?
it before. It felt boring. It felt like you got a couple jump scares here and there, but then it was just like there's nothing there. There's no substance. I don't know. I don't know why people like this movie so much.
So what?
I don't know what I'm missing. I really
get
know
it.
what I'm missing.
Me neither. I'm out of touch.
I don't know.
Let me ask Michael. So since you
life?
watched both movies, because we watched the other movie. Which one was it?
Insidious, The Red Door,
Insidious.
last week.
So
We'll get to that one.
between
Yeah, we'll get to that.
between both of those, which one did you like best?
Insidious
Better,
probably about to fall.
Insidious.
Because
barely.
The window, with the window,
I mean, barely, but yeah, I mean,
that's
Boogeyman
it.
wasn't that
And
much
you know
worse.
what's funny? You know what's funny, Mike? A lot of the reviews from people again that I've seen, they all recommend to watch that movie, but it's not a high recommended. It's more like, you can watch it, but it's better than the Last Key. Is that what it's called? Last
Key.
Yeah, I think so.
The Last Key, but it's
That
not.
doesn't
better
say
than the
much.
first- but it's not better than the first three. Exactly, but it doesn't say
That's
much.
what I'm saying. It doesn't say much at all.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess I'll watch it, bro. But it makes so much money. Anyway, that's not. We'll talk about it soon. But my
Yeah,
God,
but
it makes
the
so
one
much
that
money.
came out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It came out just last week. So this weekend is going to be the deciding factor on that. I do not see it. I might have maybe
No,
one
but
of
it
the more
already
massive
makes
drops.
money. It makes money back, Mike. It's good.
It did, but
It's dude, no, it's done. It's done.
Well,
It's
it's
This
over.
guy already said-
horror movies have a really low budget, so it's easy for them to make.
Yeah, it only had this
movie.
movie has 16 million budget.
yeah. And Bloom already said like this is all we're gonna do Insidious for a while. Like we're gonna take a break. Not saying it's the
mean,
final one, but they said we're
good,
gonna give it a long
good.
break,
We don't
10
need
years,
more.
something like that. Yeah.
We don't need more.
No,
They
yeah.
have a million other horror films in the making. That's
they
fine.
had
That's all
they had the opportunity to really make that a great movie, and they squandered it. To be honest, this was supposed to be like the end game for Insidious, basically, and it didn't.
But
Didn't live up to the hype.
Mike, but you know how I knew this wasn't the end game when they didn't bring back James Wan, or even Leigh Whannell. When you don't bring the original blood from the original movies.
Well, he was in it.
Who was in it?
Leigh Whannell.
He does a cameo.
like a little cameo, yeah, nothing
Oh,
big.
cool. That's cool.
It's like a
But
video
whatever.
that they show of the
But-
two guys. That's it. It's like
yeah, but that don't count.
but it's
He can
still
film
him.
that from-
He's fat.
Oh.
He can film that from his garage. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was probably like COVID. It was probably a COVID scene, bro. He probably
COVID scene.
recorded that.
just like the old lady, cameo, whatever.
The old lady
but
cameo,
That's whatever.
So that basically rounded out a lot of the June movies that
The
I
Boogeyman.
saw, and then July we had Insidious, The Red Door, which we just kind of talked about, alluded to, and then yesterday was of course Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, and then
Oh, you skipped something there.
I probably did skip something. I don't know what
Probably
I skipped.
no, you skipped a big one. Shut up! Don't even joke like that.
Is it still out in
Indiana
theaters?
Jones?
Oh, Indiana.
Yes, it
Jones.
is. Yeah, shut
Oh,
up.
you know
bro.
what? Because I didn't see it in AMC. That's why. I saw
That's not my fault. It's your
I
problem.
saw it in Cinemark. Yeah. That's your
You
problem.
got to deal with that.
You deal with that.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Wait a minute.
dealing
So
with
what other movies have you skipped? The AMC.
Well, Spider-Verse was the last one we saw. Actually, when we went to Austin, we went to Alamo Draft House to watch it. Me and Alex and Vargas. And so, yeah, that one we didn't watch in AMC. There was an AMC, I think, close by, but we were like, we've never been to Alamo
the
Draft House.
Blackening. The Blackening.
The Blackening I haven't seen yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it? I thought you saw
Nope.
it.
I was going to go watch it, but that
Yeah.
day...
I thought you saw
I
it.
text you guys that I went to AMC, and I guess earlier in the day, they had, I don't know if I told you guys, but I told Alex for
No,
sure.
you didn't. You didn't
All right,
tell
so I
me.
told Alex, so I went out to West Oaks to go watch the movie The Boogeyman, or not The Boogeyman, what's the
Oh
fucking
God!
movie
Please!
called?
Oh God!
The Blackening.
The
The
Blackening.
Blackening. So I go there, and the guy, he's like, oh yeah, you're in Theater 5 for The Blackening. I'm like, yeah? That's what my ticket says. He's like, oh, okay, cool. So I go in there, I get my freaking mozzarella sticks, and I'm about to go in the theater. I go into the theater. And
Wait a minute! The
they're
freaking
playing-
other movie.
they're
the
playing
stupid
Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse
they're
story.
playing Spider-Verse.
And you just stayed in there.
Wait, no. That was Ashford City. That was Ashford City. Never mind.
Astro City with Wes Anderson.
That's
Anderson.
the one I was supposed to watch. Yeah, Ashford City.
That's the one you were
Yeah.
supposed to watch.
So Ashford City, I didn't watch because of that. Blackening, I was supposed to watch, I think, last week.
Yeah.
but I just didn't
There
feel
you
like
go.
going out there. Yeah. We went to go see
Yeah.
Insidious instead. So then I was gonna watch The Blackening and then Joyride. I want to watch too. So those two
Oh, man, that
are
movie
probably on
bombed,
the list for this
dude.
year. No, it didn't. I heard it did good.
No, it bombed. Like,
Well, movie.
disgusting.
Well, money wise, right?
I mean, when I say bomb, it's just that nobody went to watch it over the weekend. Remember, it came out this
But
past
you know
Friday.
it has like really high ratings, bro.
It's a higher rating though.
No,
Yeah.
I heard it's amazing, but no one
Yeah.
saw it. Because the thing is that comedies, that movie with Jennifer Lawrence,
Oh, that movie
no
looked
hard feelings.
No,
That movie
that
looked
that one's
trash,
doing pretty
honestly.
okay. That one's
Ugh.
doing pretty okay. What
It
happened?
looks bad. That movie looks bad.
Yeah, that
No,
looked
because
bad.
it's actually it's a good movie. Apparently, it's a good movie.
Is
I
it?
want to
So
watch
when-
it. I want to watch it.
So when Omar says it bombed financially.
It bombed
Financially.
financially because this
Well-
one, like, no one supported it.
That's because Joyride. First of all, it's Asians and people in America are
I-
fucking racist.
Yeah, but
and then
did it,
secondly,
crazy. What's that movie called? Crazy.
but that
Chinese,
wasn't in
what's that
theaters
called?
though. That was in
That
Netflix, I
one-
think. Was it?
Wait.
No, that was in theaters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about the other one. Always Be My Maybe.
Okay, yeah,
or
because that
Call Me
one
Maybe, whatever it
I
is.
saw it when it came out streaming because I heard so
I still
much
haven't seen that
publicity
movie.
in the theater. What?
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
Michael,
I'm sorry. Sorry, bro.
What are you doing with your life?
This guy is so mad about it. I'm like, relax, bro. So
so
Joyride,
many
yeah,
movies you're missing, bro.
I gotta see Joyride and I gotta see The Blackening. But I think Joyride just came out last weekend, so I think it's coming
Friday.
out in the middle of all of these releases that people they have
That's
to
not
pick and
helping
choose.
it.
It's not
People
helping
want to
it.
say
It's a really
people,
bad.
People want to say it's Insidious, bro. P13.
Yeah, they want to see Insidious. You got also like The Flash that was still in theaters. People were,
course,
I mean,
Flash.
probably not watching it. You know what I'm saying?
No, not anymore. No, not that.
But what's
Not
the other
that.
one that Mission Impossible just came out this week, so that's killing everything. And
Tuesday,
then this weekend or next week is Barbieheimer. That's happening.
Hell
So-
yeah, hell yeah, bro. Barbie
I
Heimer.
can't wait for Oppenheimer.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, so I haven't bought tickets for Barbie, but I did buy tickets for Oppenheimer.
I got
That
my
one they're
tickets.
actually showing in AMC Disney Springs in 70 millimeter film. So I'm actually like in one of the theaters. They're showing it in 70 millimeter.
Did you see the picture of
Which
like
means?
how
Yeah.
big the 70 millimeter
The camera?
No, not the camera, like the film, like the actual film
Screen.
looks like.
Oh, like how long the reel is. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that thing weighs.
I haven't seen a
like-
picture of it yet, but I want to see it.
It weighs like 300 pounds or something crazy. Like I gotta send you.
Bro,
guys a
it's a
picture.
3-hour movie. It's
Yeah.
huge.
It's huge.
It's
like-
ridiculous.
So what's Michael? What's the when you say 70 millimeter? I'm assuming that's like the aspect ratio or
Yeah.
No, it's actually
Size.
the
Well, no, it's a
the
scope.
size of the film. Yeah, the scope of the film itself.
yeah, the size of the film, but
Yeah.
it's going to be bigger. The aspect ratio is going to be bigger. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's about 3.5 times as large as like standard picture format. Because standard picture format is about 35 millimeter, but that's like also in film itself.
Wait,
but
but that's
the
not Dolby though,
resolution.
right?
No, that's not going to be in Dolby.
Exactly. That's in the other theater, the old one.
No, they don't have any in Dolby because the problem is Barbie is in Dolby.
Well, both of them.
No, they're not. They're doing maybe one. They're doing maybe
There it
one
is.
showing in Dolby. That's it.
Yeah, they both. Yeah, I saw it. Both are.
They have to build the theaters around it because it's so
Jesus.
huge. Like the print. Like look at how big that
Jesus.
thing is, bro.
So they have it in the larger. They have it in the larger.
Put it in the chat.
Theater.
I did.
He did. He's in the
Yeah.
chat. Yeah.
Oh, I got to look at it.
In the chat here on Riverside.
No, right?
Yeah.
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 It's in here.
Holy Nike!
So 70 millimeter. Also, the picture quality itself has a maximum resolution of 18K, which is obviously
Oh,
a
wow.
lot higher than like a 4K or 8K. So it captures a lot more detail.
ridiculous.
And yeah, I mean, as far as like a more immersive viewing experience, it may not give you the sound, but I don't have a problem with that with Christopher Nolan films. Like I think the sound on that is still going to be amazing, even
It's
like in
gonna
a regular
be
theater. Yeah.
super ridiculous.
But is it going to be like so when you watch the movie? Is there going to be like a more of a widescreen form? Like it's going to be shorter and longer? You know what I mean? Does that make
If
sense?
I'm remembering how I watched what movie did I see in 70 millimeter?
I saw 70 Miller that
Didn't they do that
Quentin
with
Tarantino movie.
Hateful
that
Eight?
Hateful Eight,
freaking-
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. That's the one I
Yeah.
saw as well. AMC.
Yeah.
What was that called? That movie? Oh God.
The Hateful Eight.
They hate. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, hateful eight.
When,
Just said it. He's like,
No,
hateful
talking
eight.
about- what is it called?
Because it was a two-parter. I was thinking it was 2 movies. Okay, yeah, it was 2-parter.
Well, because they did intermission.
because I saw
in the middle of it.
intermission
It was
and I
long,
left
yeah.
it. Dude, that was super long movie. I remember it was crazy.
Wait, why'd you leave?
Because there was an intermission.
Did you come back?
Of course.
There's an
No.
intermission.
I went
Oh,
home.
yeah. You said you left. I'm like, wait, why'd you
No.
leave?
I
half the movie,
I went home. Yeah, I went home. I came back next day. Yeah.
But so is
It was cool.
it
Yes,
a
it felt like I had like more black bars, but it looked more wider. It looked way wider though.
okay?
Like, way
So it
wider.
just shows more, like it shows more of the
It
scene.
felt like way wider screen. That's right.
And I think
it,
for
got
a
it, got it.
movie like Oppenheimer, you want to see more of what's happening.
You want to see
in a
more
bigger
people
scope.
getting nuked.
More nukes. Yeah.
You might want to hear it in that Dolby too, because you know those sound effects and all that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
the one Dolby,
crazy.
the one Dolby showing they have at Disney Springs already sold out. First off, and they only have it in one showing. Everything else is going to be Barbie for the rest of the fucking weekend.
No,
Yes.
Mike. They go back and forth. I saw it already.
The days
Check-
I was
check
looking
the
for
times.
is not.
No, yeah. What
not
happens
Dolby.
is Barbie has some times. They fight each other for the times of Dolby. So some
Yeah,
are
well,
Barbies
fight
and
Barbie.
they go Oppenheimer.
But what the
Yeah, well, I don't
why
need to
would
watch Barbie and
want
Dolby.
Like what the crap is
They
that about?
they bought it. I don't know. Hey,
They have some really good sound effects of a car door closing.
Honestly, Tom Cruise should be mad, bro.
Listen,
Mission
Tom
Impossible.
Cruise.
He was
Because,
mad.
yeah.
He is
He
mad.
was, I know he is. Yeah, he wanted
I
his
heard
movie.
that he was trying to fight them to get those
To keep it in
Dolbys.
Dolby, bro. Because actually,
He-
like I told you guys in the chat, I'm
Michael
like,
told me,
this
I'm like,
movie
yes.
in Dolby is a must, bro.
Yep.
Like it has.
You watching it in Dolby, Omar?
I'm going tomorrow. Yeah, Dolby.
You know how you remember how Blade 2049, Blade Runner 2049 felt?
Oh, yes.
I was born ready, motherfucker.
Yes.
Just like that. So like you know how 40X feels? I was like you feel everything.
the
like it feels like that, but
It was
not.
rumbling.
It doesn't. Yeah, it rumbles. My entire nose was rumbling, bro. It was crazy.
That was how Top Gun was though too. Like Top Gun was really good in Dolby.
In Dolby.
See, I missed all that. I saw all that crap in IMAX. Stupid IMAX.
No, you
bro.
saw Dolby in. Oh, you saw Top Gun in that weird format.
Did you see it?
That,
Oh, and Screen X. That was my second time.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was my second time. Yeah, bro.
You chose
Okay.
poorly, bro.
I chose poorly. No, it was fun. It was fun. It was a fun experience. But yeah,
No, I'm sure.
wouldn't
Yeah,
say
I wish I would
Dolby.
have saw it. Yeah, I wish I would have
Because
saw it.
remember they filmed all that additional footage just for that theater.
For Screen X.
But
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that the Screen X experience was like it was like a shitty theater.
Because it was a
or-
shitty, low budget.
It was like an old ass theater or something.
Yeah, it was crappy as hell. But it was cool to see the additional footage. Yeah,
And you were like, oh,
that's cool. But everything else is crap. Yeah, I was in some like disgusting theater.
everything else. Is
Everything
crap.
else sucked.
I was
Yeah.
sitting on the floor.
Bro, I was sitting like next to like some fat people like that, bro. I'm like, what the hell is this, bro? Like no reclinable.
That's that X
bro.
experience,
That's
bro.
that
That's
X,
that
yeah.
Screen
That's
X
a
experience.
like my pants,
XL,
bro.
baby.
XL. Yeah. All right. Well, to wrap this up, I'm just gonna.
No, get wrapping up.
Hold on.
Stop it.
Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm skipping that one movie. Hold on. So, all
What?
right, fine.
it
Omar
was
wants
a
me to do
skip-
it.
it was a
Omar
skip
wants
the
me
review.
to. Omar wants me to.
El viejo
Omar
cagado.
wants me to freaking
Ningún viejo cagado.
acknowledge it. I will acknowledge.
You better acknowledge.
Yeah, we gotta
I'm
acknowledge.
gonna
that.
acknowledge it, bro. What do you? First of all, listen.
No.
Indiana
you listen.
Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
came in with very low expectations.
Yeah, you did.
I
I didn't
left.
expect too much either.
I
to be
left
honest.
with low expectations as well. I left.
Wait, how do you leave it low?
I came
it's
in
over.
with low expectations.
It's
I
over.
left
What the
with
hell
low
does that mean?
expectations.
It's over. I was like, wow, that's it. All right, cool.
What do you expect?
So I know Omar's biggest gripe was the viejo cacao, punching everybody and running
Oh my
around all the
god!
place.
I could
Listen.
not.
Harold,
I
did you
could
notice
not
that?
not see
Did
that.
you say that? You were like, were you
Este
laughing?
cabrón.
Were you laughing,
He
bro?
was freaking. He was just like.
Harold. And then
So I think you guys were focusing way too much on that because me, when I was watching it, I barely noticed that. I did notice that.
Really?
I
Excuse
did
me?
notice.
I noticed it.
I did notice that they utilized him in less fighting roles than obviously previous movies and stuff. Even less than Kingdom of
mean-
Crystal Skull.
But he
Yeah,
never
what do
even
you
really
expect?
like fought in the other ones. It's not like a John Wick. Like he just threw like a shitty punch.
I hope not.
Like he always threw like a shitty punch. Like even
It's
if
not
you watch the
Extraction.
old
It's not
ones.
Extraction.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Michael's crazy. Michael's crazy, bro.
I haven't seen it yet.
No,
so I have no
even
idea.
even in the original ones, yeah, they're
Yeah,
very,
Temple of
very
Doom.
slow. Even slow fighting, like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
No,
Steven
you're right.
Spielberg is not known for choreographing.
Not the best when it comes to fights.
Fight scenes. Yeah. But
E.T. did more fights.
So I will say, obviously, it was better than Kingdom of Crystal Nut.
Yeah, that was.
Questionable.
But again, no, that's
don't know
not
about
questionable. That's not
That's,
questionable.
I don't think that's questionable.
not a question at all.
I want to read my hot take here. I want to read my hot take.
Yeah, bring your hot take. But I'm just saying this was not. I think I was into a lot of it. No, I can't even say that, bro. I really can't. I don't know if I like this or Flash better.
Or Flash
That's my
better?
hot take. Yep. That's my hot
Oh,
really?
Well, I
take.
like Flash.
And
I
I love.
whatever.
I love Indiana Jones. Like Indiana Jones to
I
me
know.
was
I
that's
like
my
Flash,
homie.
so.
I love Indy, but I don't know, man. It just didn't. I like the story itself. I think had potential, and then just the last like 15 minutes of that, where they did what they did, because Alex hasn't seen the movie yet. So
Yeah,
what
we're not
they
gonna
did-
spoil it.
Where they did what they did.
You
What they
a
found
lot
out
of
what the
people,
dial
bro,
of destiny
bro,
was, and
you
they
know
decided to use that?
the audience went crazy when I saw him in the theater. What they did, they loved it.
Oh, really?
They ate
Yeah?
that part. They ate it. Yeah.
I was like this. This is what happened to me. I was like,
Yeah, that was my face.
wait, what?
I was laughing. I was like, wait, what? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying Indiana Jones hasn't jumped a shark before, because you know it has, bunch of times already. But
The thing is this. I think what came to mind for me was, I always feel like Indiana Jones has to be. It's always about not reality, but it's set in the world where the movie's at.
little more
yeah,
grounded.
it's more grounded. And when it goes into like the crystal skulls and it gets way out there,
You want
it just
aliens?
stops
You want
becoming
aliens?
it's not an Indiana Jones movie anymore. It's like a X-Files with Indiana Jones or something. You know what I mean?
There you go.
And so it just
He's
it
using an
throws you
X-Files,
off. Indiana Jones is more
reference.
grounded, even though he drank Kali's blood and he saw the whole thing. And but I think that's what happens. I think Indiana Jones is trying to get a little bit further out than what he's usually. And I think I commented this to Omar, that I think they should have just concentrated on the Uncharted type of situation.
Oh, don't mention
Where
Uncharted.
He's like looking at where he's what I'm saying is like the
archaeologist,
figuring out puzzles and
digging
the archaeologist
yeah, like Tomb
things
Raider.
and-
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, the penitent man will pass and all that other kind of crap.
Which I
You know
think
what
that's
mean?
what a lot of the first indie movies. First of all, they had the first three movies had this in common. Well, the first one and the third one had Nazis in
first one
common.
and
I'll
three.
say that.
Nazis.
And then all three of them had this religious aspect to it that was grounded still
It
in
did.
reality. It may have been maybe a little far fetched as far as like the Ark of the Covenant having these powers, or the Kali and all that stuff, and the
Great Kali?
the Grail of the Great Kali, the Grail, the Holy Grail and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like stuff
Yeah.
like that. As far fetched as it was still, like you said, Harold, very grounded. Very to the point where I could feel like
it was more close to home.
It was more like, okay, cool. Like he's here, he's not doing anything crazy, and things. These aren't machines coming out of the freaking ground and alien spaceships coming up in the air, or him flying in a freaking refrigerator after a nuclear bomb blows off. Like you don't.
that was amazing.
I mean that that was up there with them in Temple of Doom when they survived the car crash with the raft.
that's how I
like
see
that. That was stupid.
With the whole falling down.
Yeah, I don't see it that way either, but I'm just like, I think both those things are stupid. Now, when I did rewatch, obviously I rewatched the movies and I rewatched
Yeah.
most of them before watching this new one, and I do have a newfound appreciation for Temple of Doom. Maybe because as an adult now I can appreciate more of the horror aspects of it.
Oh, sure,
And and Short Round and stuff like that. Obviously we have a soft spot
Yeah.
for that guy. But I think overall, Kingdom of Crystal Skull still is a piece of shit to me. I rewatched
That's a
that.
piece of
That
shit.
took me 3 days to rewatch that. I just had to keep starting and stopping. I was like, I can't watch
crowd,
this.
bro.
It was
Tough
terrible.
crowd.
And then
Tough crowd.
this last one, I mean, again, it's better than Kingdom of Crystal Skull, but that does not say much about it. I don't know. I was just disappointed. I think it's in the beginning of all this, I always thought like they should not have made another Indiana Jones. Like I understand people have this nostalgia and they're probably giving him a good payday, and obviously Harrison Ford wanted to give him a good, goodbye, a good send off and stuff
They
like that.
spent $300 million on this movie. No, they didn't, Michael. That's way too much. I'm sorry.
Fast and the Furious.
That's
spent
way too
$500
much.
million.
This movie should not cost. I don't care what people love about this movie. This movie should have not cost $300
I didn't love this movie. Did you not listen to what I
Did
just
you
said?
not
5 minutes?
see all the CG graphics at the
I
Oh,
beginning?
I saw that.
care.
That
The
was
CG Indiana-
that was $200 million just that first 25
No,
minutes.
well, the opening was 250, but no.
Jesus Christ. I believe it. I believe it.
And people say that movies bum. Of course they're gonna bum. Like, I mean, look how much it costs. That's ridiculous, bro. This is
All right.
Dude,
What's
dude,
your hot
hold
take,
on.
Omar? I need your hot take.
After Flash, Indiana Jones is the biggest bomb of the year. That's insane. That's
Ooh,
insane.
yeah. I mean, you think about the budget,
Because
and then
of
you
the
have
budget,
and then you have Insidious, Red Door making more than
That's
what its budget. So that's the problem.
Insane.
crazy.
That's insanity. And actually, there was a good video I saw on YouTube the other day where they made a good observation where they're telling Disney and all those big productions that they should copy more horror films. What they're not do horror films, but like just do copy what's going on in that industry, where make smaller movies like more low budget and reap the rewards. And they were talking about Insidious versus what Indiana Jones. When Michael
A
just
lower
said,
scale, yeah.
dude, look at the
So
difference.
lower scale, higher quality, more money in. Like not a big productions.
Yes,
But just
because because you're making a movie with high productions and all these huge stars or whatever, people are not gonna flock to that anymore. They don't care about that.
We don't care
And
about
we're-
green screens and bubbles that you're shooting in.
We're
Like,
not
I don't
saying
give a
the,
shit.
only
in the
person-
volume. They don't care about that.
if I may ask, I'm assuming the only movie that gets away with that, or the movies that is getting away with that, would
Marvel.
be Mission Impossible. What is the budget for that movie?
You know what? It's not that bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's as bad
It's
as
not. It's all the
Indy.
Mission Impossibles. They're less than 200. Harold.
What's for this last one? Because that would be for me a really good movie that is doing the most with what it has. You know what I mean?
And it's all practical.
Yeah, but this one was also very practical. Like it was very
Yeah,
John
well-
Wickish in a lot of the scenes. Like it production wise, it was
291
very.
million.
This
291,
one.
that's a lot.
This is actually what the highest they have so far, and it's 290.
Yeah.
The highest of all of them, Harold. But honestly, it's earned because of what they've made with each entry.
Right.
They know they're gonna make this, bro. And the opening alone, I guarantee this movie is gonna make worldwide at
Yeah.
least over 700. I estimate
yeah,
about
yeah.
700 over the long weekend. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like because of the Top Gun movie that he's just like people are just looking at him. So I think this might go farther than that.
Top Gun hit
I
1
think
billion,
it's-
right?
Yeah, Top Gun was really really high. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm assuming. I feel like this movie is going to get to those numbers.
It could.
or close to them.
It could. Mission Impossible got way big,
I
way
think
huge
it may
after
be
Fallout.
even higher because, like, honestly, Top Gun was just a sequel, like, to a movie that, like, yeah, a lot
From
of
like
people liked
from the
it,
80s,
but
bro.
It wasn't like a
Yeah, but how
huge
much did the
name,
last
like
Mission Impossible make?
Oh,
It
Fallout
made a-
overall at
it
the
made
end.
a pretty good amount of money. I feel like the last one.
R.I.P. Henry Cavill, bro. Henry Cavill, bro. I just rewatched that movie last week too. I was like,
I
damn,
did.
R.I.P.
the way he went
did.
down. I'm like, oh,
Dude,
God.
that movie made almost $800 million.
Yeah.
That's not
Which
bad
one, the
for
last one?
Fallout.
Yeah.
Fallout.
Yeah.
For how much?
For
Close to the same budget.
it was a lot less though.
You think so?
Yeah, because The Reckoning is one of the biggest ones. They said 178, bro.
Diablo, no. They
Way
killed it.
less,
They
bro.
killed it.
Wow.
They knocked that one out of the park.
Oh yeah. All the Mission Impossibles, they're all under 200.
You know, the thing is that I think Tom Cruise, when he makes these movies, he does not fuck around. He's just like, look, this has to be like the quality of the movie has to be like this. Of course, he's doing his own stunts and all that stuff because he
He's
wants.
firing. Yeah. And you remember
so-
that, Michael? You remember that leak audio? What was that movie from? The one where he's screaming at the
Yeah, he was like,
people
we
behind
could
the
be
scenes.
shut down.
Yeah. In COVID days, what was the movie that they were
Yeah,
filming?
COVID days, COVID days.
What was it was Top Gun, right? Was it Top
Yeah,
Gun?
I believe it was Top Gun.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
like,
it was something like that.
He's like, I'm here, blah, 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 blah. I get you. You guys are all fooling around. Blah, blah, blah. He was pissed, but you know what?
They're gonna shut us down,
gonna
and then
shut
you're
us
not gonna be able to
down, and-
have a job and this and that and the other
you
thing.
can
Yeah.
YouTube that audio clip, but he was right because he was here trying to save the industry, bro. And these guys were just effing around and now using the mask and not doing protocol. And Tom Cruise is super serious when it comes to all that stuff, dude.
He's very.
That
serious.
was
Like Christian Bale.
You're gonna
I like
fucking
you.
walk in
I
front of
like
my.
you. He goes, I like you, man, but no. That was
I like you,
beautiful,
but
bro.
fuck you. Step on my fucking shot.
No, all right, but really quick, well, before my hot take, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm not gonna go to spoilers, but did you guys appreciate that opening scene of the movie? I really liked it. Did you guys like that opening scene?
I didn't appreciate it that much.
I liked it. I liked it.
I liked it a
but
lot. I honestly,
liked
my
it.
jaw was on the floor a bunch of times. I thought it looked so cool. A bunch
Well,
of not
okay,
all
I
the time,
liked
not
it,
all the time, but a bunch of times.
But I think with all these movies that are missing when it comes to CG, again, I don't know. Maybe because of this piece of garbage Flash CG that it's making me really look at things so
but
much.
this is not Flash though.
No, I know it's not Flash.
no.
It was good. It was better,
Oh whoa!
but
Pause.
it was better. Like better CG is what
No,
I'm saying.
I mean, no,
but
yeah.
they're still not. They still haven't gotten to the point where everything is just 100% like believable. It was
To
good.
be honest,
was good.
I'm surprised, Mike, that they didn't even use deep fake. With
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't
perfected
see,
that now,
I
right?
don't see the point in using the CG like that or deepfake or
Yeah.
anything like that when a movie you think about like what's that movie? Last Crusade. They went back
Mm-hmm.
in his past and just used River Phoenix as a younger Indiana Jones.
You mean the little kid?
Yeah, not little. He was a teenager. Yeah.
He was a
You
teenager.
mean
Yeah.
but it's a different actor? Yeah.
Yeah, different actor. But did we care? As like viewers, like I didn't care that he didn't look like Indiana
I mean,
Jones.
well,
that
I
fla-
mean,
but
no,
that is at a specific time when he's older, so that there's no way
I
for
mean,
them to.
I will
get
care
another-
now if you give me a little kid.
Why?
Because I thought what me watching the opening, it really felt like an extension of those years of his heydays.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
I know
exactly
that-
how.
but
Yeah.
I know it's not him.
Of his badass days.
I know it's not him. I know it's like I'm watching a fucking video game. It's like watching Avatar. Like I don't care.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I think I would've.
It's him. It's just him. You
No,
know,
not Harrison Ford.
with some tools all over him.
It's not Harrison
you
Ford.
know?
It's Harrison or it's Indiana Jones from the 3 last movies. That's where
that's from the
that's
third,
what
from
I'm
the,
getting.
It's a
at.
couple years after the third movie.
But why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
So to me, it just
I
has
think
to-
because if you notice, that was without spoilers. That's the only thing they gave us where it gave us like the most Indiana Jones action.
Yeah, and it's all CG. Besides like the regular actors that are in there.
Anyways, going back to what I
Oh,
was
okay,
saying, my
cool.
hot, my
Just
hot
ignore that,
take.
right? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
my hot take was
Nostalgia
the what?
Nostalgia
Yeah,
glasses.
Yeah,
Nostalgia
nostalgia
glasses.
glasses all night long here.
My hot take was that I think I told Harold this that the Crystal Skull. Yeah, we have a lot of issues, but
It's a piece of shit.
there. Anyway, there are some things that I miss from that movie that
As
I
you
didn't
should.
see. No. I miss from that movie that I wish it was in this movie was
Shia
the
LaBeouf?
eyes. Yes, I really miss him. Was the eyes of Spielberg? Like you know how he shoots.
Yeah, you said that.
The cinematography, how he shoots a movie.
Yeah, how his
There's-
angles are. Yeah.
None of that was found in this movie.
Yeah,
And
this
I
felt
felt-
more like Jurassic World.
Yes, and a couple shots here and there,
Yeah.
and the same way the music will cue in and all that. There, a lot of that was missing, and I feel that Spielberg would have done things a little differently if he was still in the director's chair. So I feel I'm like when I rewatch Crystal Skull before this, there's still some crazy shots and good musical touches that he still did behind the scenes when he was doing that movie that I appreciated when I rewatched it. When I saw the new one, I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible because of that, but I was like, man, for everything Spielberg got shit on in that movie, I still appreciate and I can applaud him for doing that in that movie. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I think no matter what movie Steven Spielberg makes, you could go to a Super 8. You can go to,
he's a great cinematographer.
Yeah, you can go to any of these movies, even Minority Report, anything like that people will shit on. You notice his cinematography, the way that he shoots movies, that's undisputed. He's one of the best in the game when you talk about that.
Crystal Skull has that.
Yeah, and it still has that.
I don't know what he was smoking in that jungle scene with the monkeys. I don't know what he was smoking there, and the
he was smoking all that movie.
And the aliens and all that. I mean, the movie.
He was smoking, but he was making everything look good. He's like, "That's shit," but we're gonna make it look hella nice right now, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but there's some cool stuff in that movie, especially like that fight scene, the opening. There's some cool stuff, but whatever. That's not here and there. Now, Indiana Jones. What I'm gonna tell you is I own the whole collection in 4K, and I'm gonna get the new one because I have to own the whole collection. Flash, I'm not gonna buy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow. Hot take, bro.
Hot take.
That is a hot take. Because you were second best. You were over here stroking Harold's penis when you were talking about Flash before it came out.
I am not gonna support that movie, but I'll support Harrison Ford. You know me, dude. I love Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
you already did support it.
I like that.
It.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, but it wasn't like wow.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's not a wow. It's not a wow.
Oh, another thing, Mike. Wow. Another thing I can tell you too right now I wish if I was the director of that movie, I would have cut at least 30 minutes of that movie. Oh, maybe 25 minutes of that movie.
Yeah, the first 25 minutes I would have cut.
No. Halfway in that movie,
there's 5 minutes of that. That's it.
Halfway in that movie where it slowed down to a crawl and it went nowhere. And I could have cut a lot of those moments out.
I honestly don't remember half of that movie. Like, I don't remember who was
that's
the
not
sidekick.
Good.
Oh, that girl, that freaking girl.
Yeah, Helena. Yeah, the goddaughter. Yeah, that's not. I could cut out some stuff and make that. And
you cannot cut out Antonio Banderas. That's what I'm gonna say.
No. I would have kept them. If Disney was smarter, you want $300 million. You want to make a bigger Indiana Jones? Let's delay the movie a little bit more. Let's bring Short Round. Because remember, they were filming this movie at the same time when he was getting huge with everything everywhere.
Yeah,
bro, you would have brought that guy in, not have a glorified cameo in the movie. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want Alex to be spoilers, but you know what I'm talking about. But you would have make a significant role in that movie with him. Yeah. This movie, I'm telling you, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, I think so. I believe that.
And
let me ask you. It seemed like they were trying to use. They were trying to use that whole that the same cookie cutter from thing. They were like, boop,
let's do it again.
I felt that so much, but I was like, it's not the same. Who the
hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So Disney, they
kind of screwed it up.
They delayed. They done it before with Marvel stuff. They could have done it for this guy, but again, I guess they didn't think this guy will blow up. I don't know, but
it's Lucasfilms, bro. Lucasfilms in general, they're just screwing everything
Oscar
up.
winner.
Yeah,
they. I think he's gonna have his own show though. To be honest,
the Short Round.
Short Round, yeah.
The Short Round Show?
I think the Short Round Show. That's the exact title, too.
I'll watch it.
It's the Short Round Show.
The Short Round Show. Síguelo, bueno.
I did not do it. You cheat. No, flame you. No fun. All right. Well, let's finish it with this. I'm going to go through a couple of these movies here that are going to round out the rest of the year. Not all of them, but a couple of them of note. Starting, of course, we said Barbieheimers is next week. Also, the week after that is Haunted Mansion and Talk to Me, which are two anticipated movies. Talk to Me is that scary movie. Harold, did you see the preview to that yet? Not yet. It wasn't during Insidious.
Talk to Me?
Yeah, with the hand.
I don't think so.
Go watch that. A24 horror movie.
I have to check that. Oh, okay, good, great.
Then you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that started off in August. I'm excited for that. We saw that trailer for the Voyage of the Demeter, the Dracula one. Yeah,
Voyage of the last Voyage of the Demeter. Spoiler alert.
That comes out the same weekend as Gran Turismo. Which I don't care about that.
That could be good, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Then the week after that, of course, is Blue Beetle.
Oh wait,
which,
did you say talk to me? I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
said
talk to me. Yeah, it's already.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I can't wait for that one, guys.
End of July, yeah.
I have to check that
dude. Like
trailer out, I guess.
95% right now online, bro.
That one I will
I
watch.
can't wait for the scary movie.
Let's go. Let's go.
So week after Gran Turismo is Blue Beetle. That's August 18th. So that one should be killing it.
Good, man.
I hope so too. If it's not
Solo
good, then
good.
we have September 1st, The Equalizer 3. Not to be confused with John Wick 4. I mean, then a couple weeks after that is going to be Omar's favorite movie, Expendables 4, or just Expendables with the 4 in the middle of it. Viejo Guerrero. Then October, first week of October, you got Craven the Hunter for Alex.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
A week after
then-
that, you have
I'm waiting for this one particular movie for you to say.
a week
ahead.
after that is The Exorcist on October
really?
13th.
Ah, stop it. That movie is
There's a new one?
That's in September, and
yep.
there's no trailers.
Yep, October.
They're gonna delay that movie. Yeah, October.
It's October 13th. Yeah.
Dude, I heard nothing but horrible stuff about that movie.
Hey, it's Jason David Green or David
That's not
Gordon
the
Green,
one.
whatever
That's
his
not
name
my movie yet. Go ahead, Michael. Keep on
All
going.
right, then after that, the week after is going to be Dune Part 2. Dune, more Dune. And then we have Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm sorry, the week after that.
Day one.
Then in November 10th, we have The Marvels coming out.
Wait. You've already passed October, so
think you skipped something.
I skipped a
there's
couple,
a
yeah.
movie. There's a movie that I'm looking for that you haven't mentioned that I'm assuming it's supposed to come out in October or something.
Oh, which one is that?
Sometime around
Which one is
there. The Nun.
Oh, the
Yeah, that's
September,
right.
September, yeah.
You skipped the
Oh,
nut.
that's September.
Nun. Yeah.
Did you mention the nut already?
Yeah, the Nun.
No, it's in September,
September,
so
yeah.
he hasn't gotten to that yet. I didn't know that was that late.
Yeah, September, yeah. And then we're already in November. So I have Captain Marvel 2 or The Marvels.
And
Then I have The Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
that was pretty cool, man.
Just saw the trailer for Napoleon with
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott and
I have to see that.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Is that a sequel to Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
It's a prequel. It's a prequel, bro.
Bro, what about Salt 10? You skipped that.
Ooh,
some
Sultan.
of
Does
your
it have a
jobs.
release date?
That's supposed to be October 27, unless they delay it. We'll find
I
out.
don't know if they delayed or not, but
That's
we'll
by
see.
that's by Lionsgate. Yeah, we'll see, man.
All right, then we got December. We have our boy rounding out December 8th, Magazine Dreams, starring
What the hell's that?
The hell's that?
Me.
No, come on, bro.
Magazine Dreams?
Yeah.
That
never
sounds
even
like a
heard
J
of that.
movie.
I mean, Jay will love this movie.
That sounds like a J movie.
It stars our guy who plays Kang the Conqueror, who is innocent until proven guilty. Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
What is that?
Oh wow. What is that about?
Magazine
I've
Dreams.
never even heard about that.
Yeah, it's basically, let me see what it's. I don't even know what it's about. Hold on.
It's about a dream before you got
About
arrested.
a dream and a dream and a dream.
About being in
A black
Girl? What-
amateur bodybuilder struggles to find human connection in his exploration of celebrity and violence. So basically about his life, I
we
guess.
know he knows about
Yeah,
that.
So why is he black?
yeah. Then we got actually a week after that is Wonka. If you just saw the
I
trailer
haven't.
for that.
I
Trailer for
saw
that.
a little bit. Do you think it looks good?
It's odd. It looks
Right?
odd. I don't think
The
he can pull
hell
that
is
off.
that, bro?
It's just
Alex,
not-
Alex, what do you think about it?
Matilda. It looks like Matilda or something. Like
Oh, yeah.
honestly, like it looks like just like
I'm sorry, but
really
the-
cheesy. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
Right?
Harry Potter. Well, it's from the director of Paddington and the producer of Harry Potter. So that should
That
tell
doesn't
you.
tell me anything. That
Well,
doesn't
well, it
tell me
should be
anything.
good in
Not
a way.
Paddington,
If you
at
think
least.
about it, right?
The
That's
director
gonna-
of Paddington? Paddington 2 was like the
Isn't
best movie
Paddington
ever.
amazing?
I heard.
Right?
How many in this room
Yeah.
have watched that movie?
I saw Paddington too.
Did you?
You watched
was it
it?
good? I heard it was good.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it, but I remember it was amazing.
Oh, then yeah. No,
You-
get out of here.
I don't remember anything, but
I don't even know if
No,
you're
no,
lying
I
or if you're being
swear
for real.
You
To my
read about
daughter.
it on
Oh,
Reddit. Get out of here. That's
No,
what you
I
did.
swear to God, dude. By the way, did you mention the Haunted in Venice, Michael?
That was what you call it? First
September.
week? September, yeah. It was
Michelle
2 weeks
Yeoh.
after.
I hope it's dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know she was in
Yeah.
it. I didn't know she was in
Isn't
it.
That looks dope.
Isn't
I
that
think that looks pretty
A24?
good.
Isn't that A24? No, that's 20. No, that's A20.
No, it's not A24, yeah.
It's probably sucks butt.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's Fox.
That's a shame.
Then we got what else in December? We had Wonka, and then the Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel should
Which
be
I don't
coming
think,
out.
I don't think it's gonna come out.
I
There's
think
no
it's gonna be
trailer,
delayed.
no
Yep.
poster, no nut.
It's probably delayed.
They have that listed the same time around Star Trek 4, which is also going to be delayed.
but
So
just not
poster,
gonna come out
no
either.
trailers, no nut.
the one that is not delayed, however, that is going to be coming out
God.
December
Oh,
25th,
God. Oh,
starring our Jason Momoa.
Yes, it's not. Just stop it. There's no trailers, no poster.
That's
no
coming
nut.
out Christmas, bro. That's coming out
Nah,
Christmas.
bro, it's coming out.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
No trailer, no poster, no
nut.
It's a
fish.
Lost Film Cabrón. There's nothing.
Surprise release, bro. Surprise
Michael,
release, that's what they're doing.
Harold, did
That's
you
coming
hear?
out. That's coming out.
Harold, that movie that they were doing reshoots last week.
Oof.
They're probably trying to save money by all the reshoots by
By
not
adding more
marketing it.
money.
No, by not
By
marketing
by
it.
taking
It's
the
like-
actors out and doing everything CG.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Flash.
They're just AIing everything right now. It's all AI.
Yeah.
It's all AI.
Bro, that movie is gonna be so effing terrible. I'm telling you right now.
so, too.
I'm telling you. I have
I think
no
Marvel
hype
right
at
now
all.
is
It's a Christmas
or
gift for
DC,
all of
DC.
us.
There was a couple of the movies I guess they had listed here for 2023, but they don't have a release date, which I'm assuming they're going to be delayed or by a lot. Unconfirmed release dates we had for some notable ones here. Notable Return to Silent Hill. Omar, have you heard anything about
That's
that?
not.
That's not this year?
But I do want to see one with you guys on September 14. I want to see. Hey, Jace, for you, Satanic Hispanics.
What'd you? Satanic Hispanics?
Oh my God.
Google it. I'm not kidding. Google it,
Indoctrination
bro.
Nation is going to be coming.
Satanic Hispanics. It has like 92%.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Let's go watch it right now, bro. Vamos.
Got Dominicans in it?
It got bound down to me.
Dominican blood on me.
No, that's I'm telling you that's obviously the postponed as well.
Yeah, a lot of postponed movies here, but 2023 looks pretty good. It's been good so far for movies, TV shows. Everybody here has had a pretty
I've been
good
watching a shit ton of movies,
Shit
yeah.
ton of movies, man. So my A list has been reaching its max. I think last week it was the 1 week I pretty much maxed through all my A list things. So that's it's pretty crazy. It doesn't happen often, but here and there it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. We're gonna sign off on this episode here. Harold, I know you got to go to bed. How is everything else going with you?
Everything's good.
How's the new place? Is it good? Good.
Yeah, everything is awesome. We just got basically the house is pretty much all set up at this point. We got the day Omar had come over
To pick you up for Universal.
when we went for Universal. The next day I got a whole couch set. I had so the living room was completely different than what you saw at last. So everything's good here. I'm still in class and school, so I think I got a couple more weeks until that ends. And yeah, everything's good
Everything
so
good?
far.
I like it.
Yep.
Like it, bro. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode. Jay Hafet, if you're looking for him for any controversial stuff, he's going to be gone until, I think he said mid-August. So that's probably going to be a good 4 or 5 episodes. You will be without Jay. So
Just
hopefully
like him because he's mid.
because he's mid. So mid-April for mid-Jay.
You're gonna get full woke nation.
Full woke nation.
The nation.
This is gonna be a full of woke indoctrination for you guys on this podcast for the next month and a half.
We're gonna review The Little Mermaid. Do
Yeah,
that.
and then we're gonna watch Satanic Hispanics
And then the blackening.
and the blackening.
Exactly.
You're gonna watch
Everything Jay doesn't watch.